Your 20s can go two ways. Your 20s can go two ways. You waste them and you live with the regret that you didn't do what you're supposed to do in your 20s, and you reach the age of 30, 40, 50 regretting. Or you set yourself up for success in your 30s or 40s. Those are the two ways. Or you just waste it. You waste your whole 20s, then you figure out your life when you hit 30. So you got those options. And being in my 20s, I learned multiple things. I'm only 23, but I learned multiple things. I catch on fast. I realize if I don't put in that work now, I won't be where I'm supposed to be later on in life. So these are 10 things I learned since being in my 20s. I'm gonna go kind of quick. I ain't gonna be on too long, but the first one, I have a list, by the way, so I'm not rambling and forgetting what I'm supposed to be saying. So the first one is, if you have stuff holding you back in high school, this is for the people in their teenage years and in high school, but if you have stuff holding you back in high school, that will hold you back after school, you graduate. What I mean by that is, if you have addictions, anger issues, you don't pay attention, you don't listen, you don't learn, social anxiety, if you have all these problems in high school, they will hold you back when you're an adult, when you graduate. And dealing with that during life makes it so hard, makes it difficult. I realized that my social anxiety came over to my adulthood, and that slowed me down. That made me struggle with interviews, jobs. That made me struggle communicating with my bosses and people. And you need communication skills. You need to be able to hold your own. You need to be able to talk to people. But I brought it from my high school to my adult years, and you don't want that to happen. You have the time to change it now before you graduate. On the second one is sex one. That's funny. The second one is, you need a cheerleader, bro, or ma'am, whoever's watching. You need a cheerleader. What I mean by that, you need some type of support from somebody. You don't have to have it, but I recommend it. My cheerleader is my mom. She's in my corner, always rooting for me, always saying she's proud of me. I talk on the phone with her every day, not every day, but most days, and she always tells me she's proud of me. And having that, knowing someone's there for you, takes you farther at whatever you're doing, bro. Whatever you're doing. It gives you the motivation to keep pushing, to keep grinding, especially it's my mom, bro. Her saying she's proud of me just reminds me that no matter what's going on, no matter what I'm going through, I have somebody there for me. And I have a reason to keep pushing. I want to continue making her proud, so I can't give up. Having a cheerleader, someone like that. So if you have a mom, sister, brother, friend, and they're rooting for you, hold on to that, bro. Hold on to it. Hold on to the fact that you have somebody. Because not a lot of people have somebody that's rooting for you. And the problem is, and if you don't, bro, root for yourself so hard, you got to do it times two, since you don't have somebody. You got to remind yourself every day that you got this. You keep going, that you're proud of yourself. Even if you have to tell yourself, because I even tell myself that I'm proud of myself. Having a cheerleader truly brings you from your dark days and your days where you feel like giving up, because you can't. Because you don't want to disappoint them. Not even disappoint them. You want to continue making, make them believing that, you want to continue showing them why they're proud of you. You want to put in that work so they could remind yourself that, this is why they're proud of me. So have a cheerleader. I really struggle with that one so bad. But yeah, have a cheerleader. Trust me. It's truly like a backbone. It's like an extra push. Number 3, time is not your friend. I learned this the hard way. Time is not your friend. Time is, trust me, time will beat you up. Any day of the week, time will beat you up. Time is not on your side, bro. I learned this the hard way, and I waste a lot of time. I thought, oh, I'm only 20. I'm only 19. I'll be all right. Next thing I know, I'm 23. Quickly. And that time was all wasted doing the same bad habits, doing the same thing that I'm not supposed to be doing. All the same, bro. And I wasted it. And it's not your friend. I'm 23 now. Next year I'm 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, bro. If I would have put in the work and paid attention and realized time is not my friend, I would have been where I was supposed to be years ago. But nah, I wasted time. And you can't waste time because time moves fast, bro. It's already the third month. Third month of this new year. And the new year just happened. It just came, bro. It's already the third month. We have 9 months left. Time is not on your side, and it won't ever be on your side. So manage your time. Stop showing up late. Put in the work. And plus, putting in the work thinking it's going to take forever, it doesn't. Because when time moves so fast, by the time when you doing it, it's over already. You feel me? So you don't have to worry about it taking forever. So whatever it is, time is not your friend, bro. Remember that. The fourth one is addictions and dealing with life. That's so hard. This is one of the ones I really speaks to me because I have multiple addictions. And the problem with having a lot of addictions and life, it makes it so difficult. It makes your journey difficult. It makes your life difficult. It's like walking up a mountain with two big old rocks on your back, on both sides of your shoulder, I mean. Having addictions and dealing with life, because you got to put in 100% on both. And that's the problem. If you don't put 100% on beating your addictions, your addiction's going to take over. If you don't put 100% in life, you're going to end up wasting life and you're going to regret it later down the road, you know? So you got to put 100% in both, and that just leaves you tired, exhausted, frustrated, angry, because you can't half-ass neither one of them, you know? So having addictions and dealing with life, do your best to get rid of your addiction, bro. If you have them in high school, get rid of them, whether it's smoking, drinking, you know, opioids, pills, all that stuff. Get rid of it because you have the chance now, because you don't want to reach that age where you still dealing with these problems, because you're going to regret it so much, man. Trust me, you're going to regret it, bro. I'm only 23 and I regret that I let my addictions take 7 years of my life. 7 years of my life, my addictions took it. Can't get it back. And now that I'm trying to beat these addictions and get rid of them, it makes life so hard because I worry about YouTube, worry about my life, worry about my future, my health, and addiction, bro. That's so many things piled onto one. Makes life so hard. Makes it difficult. Makes it makes your gameplay extra hard, you know? So deal with them addictions. Number 5, hold on. Let me make sure this is recording. Yeah. We straight. Okay, number 5. Being alone is your best friend. Being alone is your best friend. Being alone is okay, bro. I get it. You might have just graduated. You might have just came out of high school, college, whatever, and you had friends. You're going to end up friendless. You're going to end up from a big friend group down to like 2, 3, maybe even 5. If you're lucky, you might still have your friend group. But the problem is, in your 20s, you're going to end up alone at some point. And if you don't, you're not growing. You're not growing. You have to spend some time alone, bro. Because you come into this world alone, you leave this world alone. Unless you're twins, you know? But you still come into this world alone. But, leave this world alone. So, being alone is your best friend and you learn from it. You can't put a plant next to another plant. You got to separate it. That plant got to spend time by itself to grow. And that's the same with us. We need to spend time with ourselves to grow. Because when you're alone, you get to think, you get to reevaluate, you get to You calculate, you get to work on, you get all the opportunities, not worrying about what the other person's gonna say, and you get to put in that work and all that effort into that, you know? You get to spend time with yourself. And plus, you're not truly alone because you got God, you know? You got God if you believe in God. If you don't, you got yourself still, you know? So being alone is what's gonna get you to the point where you're supposed to be. Trust me. If you don't spend time alone and you're trying to build something, you won't get there. Unless you with like a group of people trying to build something, you still need time alone, bro. And it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Number 6, don't be a follower. Don't be a follower. This ain't never been me, but there's times where like I realized I was doing stand up because I was always watching stand up comedians, and that basically shaped my environment wanting to do stand up. And then when I stopped watching stand up comedians, I wasn't doing stand up. You see what I mean? So don't be a follower. I wasn't trying to be a follower, but I let the stuff I consumed control what I wanted to do in life. And I found out that's not what I really want to do. You know? Did I have fun? Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So don't be a follower. Being a follower is not going to lead you nowhere. Like, trust me. Believing in everything these influencers saying ain't going to lead you anywhere, bro. Following this influencer like really hard because you think that whatever they're saying is the right thing and that's what you're supposed to do is not going to get you nowhere, bro. These influencers are following influencers and influencers are influencing influencers. You feel me? No one's original. Copycats. That's it. And when you get into that position where you're following someone else, you're going to realize at one point in your life, hopefully, you're going to realize and look back and be like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? You're going to end up in trouble because you're following somebody. You can end up in jail, you know, non-existent, if you know what I mean. Bad habits, children that you don't even want, you know, like that. Being in relationships you don't want. Being a follower can lead you down paths that's not gonna get you nowhere, bro. I can't give you no example of a person being a follower and them succeeding. I can't. It's the same way. Yeah, you might. It's the same thing. Say you telling somebody, your friend said follow them. Yeah, you could follow them, but you still gotta drive. You feel me? You could follow them to the destination, but you still have to drive. If you drive like them, you might end up in a car crash. You see what I mean? You might be able to follow someone, but you still have to have control of your life. And then what happens when you reach the destination? And that's not the destination you want to go to. You're not going to be happy. So being a follower is going to take you farther from having the life you're supposed to have. You're just not going to be happy, bro. Trust me, you're not going to be happy. And it's not going to serve you any good. It's not going to help you find your purpose. Number 7, stay out of debt. Stay out of debt. Fortunately, I avoided all of it. It's because I don't know money. I have to learn money. You feel me? I have to learn. It's a double-edged sword. Staying out of debt, you still have to learn money. You have to learn credit. You have to learn all this. And I'm learning that now. But I avoided all of it because I was scared. So you can avoid it, but it's still just going to set you back. My advice is learn it. Learn money, you know? Like, that's it. So stay out of debt. Don't let somebody with debt teach you how to get into debt. You feel me? Back to don't be a follower. Don't go spending so much money on a car, a house, an apartment, clothes because you following somebody. That's just going to lead you into debt, and having debt is just going to make your life harder. You don't want a hard life. Being in your 20s is already difficult because you're trying to figure out how to get to a point where you could either retire yourself, your parents, and have a nice life in your 30s to your 40s. Because you don't want to spend the rest of your life working. Nobody does. You don't want to be 60, 70 working in a restaurant. Nobody wants to do that, bro. So you got to figure out how to stay out of debt. You know, If you want a car, buy a car that's 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. Don't go walking onto the lot thinking that I'm gonna go buy me a Hellcat. You don't have Hellcat money, bro. You just gonna have piling more problems onto your life, and you don't need that in your 20s. Yes, it's a learning lesson, but if you can avoid it, avoid it. So figure out how to learn money, invest, all that, but stay out of debt. You don't need 17 credit cards. You don't need it. You know, you don't need to spend your money when you don't have it. Stay out of debt. Like I said, I'm moving fast. These are just advice that you could take if you want. If not, it's okay. Number 8, if you're not in school, but this is for people in their teens and stuff. Pay attention in school. This is back to, if you have problems in school, it's going to come with you outside of school. If you're not paying attention in school, you're not going to pay attention in life. That's the problem. If you're not paying attention in school, you're not going to pay attention into life. It's going to carry over with you. So pay attention in school, bro. That's very important. One thing I do regret, that I wasn't focused on school enough. That I didn't care about school enough. I know they ain't really teaching much, but at the same time, you can still learn, and you don't want to have to reteach yourself. That's what I'm doing now. I'm reteaching myself some of the stuff that they taught us in school. I had to reteach myself how to read. I mean, I could read, but I had to read more so I could get used to reading and get better at it. I had to reteach me how to write my words and proper grammar, and I gotta read a dictionary so I can learn how to spell words now, because I wasn't paying attention in school. Like I said, this is for the teens. This is for the people who ain't graduated. So pay attention to school, dude. It's important. Like, I know you hear from your parents, but it's truly important, bro. You need it. You need it, man. I'm gonna be quick on that. That's just me telling you what to do. Pay your ass attention to school, boy. Oh, stupid. Number 9. No one's coming to save you. You're alone, dude. You might have a cheerleader. You might have someone to support you. You might have someone rooting for you, all that. But you're alone. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to tell you to go to the doctor. No one's going to tell you to go to the gym. No one's going to tell you to eat better. No one's going to tell you to save your money. No one. You might have watched this video and be like, oh, you're telling me. But it's really up to you. And that's the thing. I could tell you, but it's up to you if you want to do it. And knowing that no one's coming to save you, this is your boat. You're the one rowing it, bro. They might throw out a little extra, stuff to help you, but at the end of the day, it's your life. And everybody else is dealing with their own life, and they don't have time to come and save you and rescue you and help you, because everybody's dealing with their own life. So remember, knowing that you're not alone, don't expect it. Expecting help is going to get you hurt. Expecting backup is going to get you hurt. No one's here to save you, bro. Because you're in your 20s, your teens, your early 20s, your late 20s, your whatever. People don't have time for you. It's sad to say, and it's kind of messed up, but no one has time for you. Especially how the life is now, the economy. No one has time for you. Don't get mad and hurt because no one's texting you or no one's calling you. They got their own lives to worry about. Life is crazy. Life is how the economy is. It feel like they want us to separate each other. But knowing that no one's coming to save you, you're not expecting nothing. So you're prepared to keep going, to keep pushing, to figure it out. You can't rely on people. You can ask for help here and there, but you can't rely on people. Number 10. Yeah, moving to number 10. Love life and live life. Love life and live it. Love the life that you have and live life as well. If you don't live life, you're going to realize you wasted a lot of it. I'm saying experience life, go out and do things. I know you might not have that much money right now. It's cool. I get it, understand. But you still got to love and experience life. I know we're in that position where we want to, save up and work hard to become the man we're supposed to be and retire at 30 something, all that, whatever. be successful, as they say. But don't lock yourself away, avoiding life, experiencing life because you want to reach that, because you want to do that. It's fine to do that because we all want to, be successful in our 30s. We all want to be able to retire in our 30s. We all want to stop working for people. But at the same time, don't you let that be the reason you don't experience life, take care of your life, love life. Because if you don't, you're going to regret it and you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to really hurt yourself and you're going to realize you didn't do nothing. And say you don't even reach that position you're aiming for and trying to go after that made you run away from life and not experience it. Say if you don't reach that and now you're at a certain age and you're regretting, like, what did I do? What now? I'm too old to do these things. So go out and experience life and love it because it's amazing. It's amazing. Here's an honorable mention that I wanted to, I'm probably going to make a separate video, but honorable mention is, I know you're in your 20s. You can still go out and date. You can still go out and date, bro. This is going to be a whole separate video, but you can still go out and date. Don't, like I said, don't miss out on life because you want to make it, because you want to become successful. That's not going to get you nowhere. It's not. Don't tell yourself, oh, I'm not going to talk to women or I'm not going to date women because I'm not the man I'm supposed to be yet. You won't ever truly become the man you're supposed to be. You always got to steady evolve and get better. You won't land on that one specific version of yourself because we're always evolving. But don't let that be the excuse you don't experience love and find relationships. Because if you let that happen, by the time you reach that successful place you trying to chase, you ain't gonna know how to talk to anybody. You're gonna spend most of your life alone chasing something that's superficial. Now you're just confused on how to talk to women. Now you're terrible at it. So experience dating. I know you might be broke, and if you broke and got no money, don't get in no relationship. Trust me. But you can still build friendships and talk to people, be cool with people. And if they really the right person, they'll understand. They'll understand. And if they don't, cut them loose. You don't need that person in your life. Because if they can't understand that you're grinding and working towards something, and you just happen to be broke because these things, not because you're wasting your money, not because you're unresponsible, but because you're actually trying to go after this thing in life, and they don't understand that, they're not supposed to be in your life. So don't worry about not being the man or woman you're supposed to be because of you're not successful, because you're not there yet. You got this. Trust me. You got this. I believe you. 20s is hard. Being in your 20s is hard. It's difficult. But we gonna get through it. We gonna go after everything we said we're gonna go after. And we gonna keep pushing. And we gonna make it through, man. We're only 20. But leave some advice. If you got any advice in your 20s, maybe if you're older than me, because I'm only 23, I'm still learning. Like, this list gonna be updated probably multiple times. When I'm 25, I might make another video. When I'm 30, I might make another video, So it's always gonna be changed. So leave some advice, some things you learned in your 20s, your 30s, your early teens, that I didn't mention that, or leave something in the comments, like helping other people if they need advice, because I need it. Trust me, I need the advice too, because I'm still 23. Like I said, I'm still learning. And if so you could tell me something that I can learn and avoid, let me know, because I would love to hear it. I appreciate y'all for watching. I love y'all for watching. Lose my voice. Ugh. Hi there, guys. But anyway, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll catch you on the next one. Be safe out there.